Hello, I'm Morgan Halgren. Thanks for joining us for another edition of Living in Iowa. Most concert goers probably dream about sitting front and center, as close as they can get to their favorite musicians and the music they love. But if you're attending one of Pat Hazell's bell concerts, the best seat just might be outside a local church or fire station, or right outside your front door. That's what Burlington residents realized as they took their places for the ultimate in surround sound.
Bells were generally designed for signals to announce church starting or a fire. To think of them as musical instruments is something not commonly done.
Blues and jazz musician Patrick Hazell achieved the uncommon with his Hawkeye Valley Bell Project, orchestrating 9 of Burlington's century-old bells in a unique community-wide concert.
I've been open to improvising and experimenting with music from day one. Actually, when I was a really young kid, 3 or 4 years old, I would play our piano on the black notes with my whole forearm and get a rhythm going like it was a drum.
A native of Burlington, Pat's musical roots were nourished on the banks of the Mississippi.
I'm going back to the Mississippi Valley. I'll settle down, spend my last day.
But his inspiration for the bell concert came while on tour in Europe.
That's where I really tuned into bells being rung for a long time, you know, like a half hour, 45 minutes, and the overtones and energy that's created in a town setting because of these bells is really remarkable, a real meditative thing. So coming back to Burlington, I'm saying, hey, we got at least 9 major bells in the downtown area. Let's ring them. Let's do something with them. Make a musical experience out of it.
Burlington's bells chimed in concert for the first time in 2003. Encouraged by positive response, Pat continued his orchestrations, and in early autumn of 2005, IPTV recorded his 7th bell performance in this southeastern Iowa community.
I really felt like the first one I had let a genie out of a bottle because of these sounds, these bells, long pretty much dormant. All of a sudden they're coming to life, and it just created such an interesting, eerie time warp over the whole city.
To orchestrate the concert, Patrick first had to examine each of the bells to determine its pitch, loudness, and relative proximity. Factoring in these qualities, he writes a different hour-long music score for each performance. Burlington residents pitch in as bell ringers. Equipped with synchronized watches, teams of volunteers are stationed at each bell site.
When you ring for several minutes at a time, you have to trade off because it is an endurance.
It's aerobic.
It's aerobic, yes.
Patrick talks about how in Europe that, it's a common thing to hear bells ringing off and on during the day. But it's kind of unique for us here to have everybody kind of gather. We have people coming from all different directions during this bell ringing time.
As the concert rings across the valley, Burlingtonians take time out from busy schedules to absorb the sound of the bells. The pulse of the city slows as an almost reverent air takes hold. Pat listens from a strategic location where he can hear all of the bells. In solitude, he studies the interplay of rhythms and harmonics with an ear toward new ideas for future rings.
I try to feature each bell to some extent by itself, if it's possible, so that people can hear the different bells individually or in combination with maybe just one other bell. I want to think that at some point I'll have all the bells ringing. Okay, it's kind of like a fireworks display, you know, where everybody's waiting for the grand finale.
What Patrick's idea helps me at least think about is the fact that all these bells with different sounds in different churches all have a role to play when they all come together.
Casting a spell-like quality over the city, the sound of the bells seems to transcend time. Connecting past to present, Pat's musical alchemy has awakened in Burlington a sense of community connection and pride. Fueled by the project's success, Patrick has orchestrated concerts upriver in Dubuque and as far away as Russia, where those same simple goals resonate with each community.
I'm into going anywhere to do it. It's fun to do, and it's a big community thing. So maybe the Johnny Appleseed of bell ringing or something. I mean, I just would like to see people use them. They're there, why not use them?
Last week,